we are back, and we're here with the contrary, Mr. Well, we'll say Dr. Heath right now. Dr. Heath, we're about to bring out somebody that's going to give you the contrary to what your book is. His name is Dr. Wilson. He has a few of the same philosophy you have, but a lot of different ones. We're going to bring out Dr. Wilson. Dr. Wilson, come on out.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. All right. Dr. Wilson, we brought you here today because we always like to get two sides of the story. Mr. Heath here has also been saying to us about what makes a man a man. Technically, dropping the bitches, leaving where they stand, leaving them with their own baggage, letting them walk their green mile. I mean, we heard that you have some of the same philosophies, but we also heard that you have a lot of different ones. What do you believe about what makes a man a man? Let's hear that.
Well, one of the optional things I believe that what makes a man is I have to say that a provider, a man that actually believes in himself and that actually moves forward with his life, as in knowing that, you know, exactly, I mean, as a man, we have to struggle, we have to work hard, we have to push forward, but at the same time, behind every good man, there's a good woman. On some things, I believe what Dr. Heath is saying, and on a lot of things, I'm going to have to object to, because, I mean, I understand, like, you know, I think one of his books, he was talking about how a man taking on other responsibilities that a man left behind, you know, stuff like that. That could be a struggle, but it takes a strong man to replace another man.
But from Dr. Heath's opinion, it takes an even stronger man to drop that shit and move on.
Well, I mean, it depends on what shit's worth dropping. You got to look at it a certain time. Baggage is baggage, but at the same time, if you got somebody that's willing to handle that along with you and move forward and build something, then that could be a good thing.
Dr.
If
Heath,
that man is strong enough to make it.
Dr. Heath, what do you have to say about Mr. Wilson's comments? Because, I mean, honestly, I would have to say that he has makes a good point. I mean, on some levels, you have to be a strong man to do things, you know, to carry that much weight load on your back, you know, honestly. So, I mean, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I agree to disagree. I look at it as you would have to be just donkey backwards to believe half of that. You know, I understand to carry somebody else's, but that's the reason they call it somebody else's. Carry that something else back to him and keep going with your own. Now, if you have none, then you're good to go. Carry your own.
All right.
But 3 pieces and 4 pieces and 5 pieces of chicken, that just sounds like what I like to call chicken talk. And we ain't talking chicken.
On the contrary to that, I have to say that, I mean, a lot of that stuff is true. You do have some points or whatever. But I would still like to say that, I mean, a lot of times, a lot of things are brought together that has previous foundations that actually builds upon that and makes it better at the same time. Because a lot of things
out
here
previous marriage, though, right?
Well, yeah, that would be a previous marriage, but at the same time, too, previous marriages have previous divorces. And when it comes to...
All right, well, on the subject of divorce, I mean, let's be honest. When it comes to a divorce, what is a divorce? I mean, what do you believe a divorce is? I mean, let me hear your opinion on what a divorce actually is.
A divorce is just that. It is the D. It is the dividing factor of 2 people who work together. Divided, right down the line. One person moves on with their life in their direction, another person moves their life in their direction. Divorce is just that. Once you have a divorce, you leave that behind. It's okay to cut ties depending on the communication that you're actually going to have. But when it comes down right to it, it's a lot of stuff that actually entails when it comes to that divorce.
All right.
Now, especially when it comes to situations, say for instance, if it's just a husband and wife.
Okay, well, I mean, I wouldn't ask you all that. All right. When in a chapter that, you know, that talks directly about divorce, Dr. Heath, you say that divorce means death. What is that about? I mean, you mean killing them? I mean...
Well, no, to me, the death is the death of that old sucker and the birth of a phoenix. It's just watching that man rise from that death of that fire. Mm-hmm. I look at it like this. When you was first born, you was that egg just dropped into the frying pan. Yeah, it was hot. You just were tap dancing all over the place. But then you got married, jumped into the fire. You didn't know how much it was going to burn you. But once you died and rose up and got that second chance, life was good.
Wow.
It was good.
This guy. Okay, the whole rising from the phoenix thing can be also to the contrary of what his book is talking about, which to me I believe is crap. But at the same time, I like to say that everybody can rise from a phoenix from the ashes and be. Phoenix is, I'm not mistaken, from the actual meaning of a phoenix is also rebirth. So therefore, as in rebirth, you can rebirth and you can actually try again. you can actually build and arise and come up, because that's what bird stand for. You fly over stuff. I mean, it's just not me being, I'm just saying, really, a phoenix, a frying pan, chicken.
Yes.
How black is this guy? I mean, seriously, this is how we selling books today.
To get racist.
Sir, I'm not getting racist, sir. Okay,
that.
I'm just saying something, buddy. All right, what I'm saying is,
okay. Well,
chicken?
we have a couple here. They're a married couple. They've been married.
Don't let them talk to him.
They've been married for 1 year.
It's not gonna last.
And so
I've read his books. It's not gonna last.
I'm just gonna give y'all some background.
Yeah.
The male is not working, and the woman supports him.
Oh God.
That sounds about normal.
Okay, so we're gonna bring them out. Hold on 1 minute.